Hey guys, it's me Ryan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in today's video I'm going to be sitting down and also bring you guys around the studio because I have a few things I want to do today in the studio. So I thought I'd vlog and bring you guys around with that and show you guys what I'm doing. But before I do want to sit down and just talk to you guys for a minute. Just explain why I've been away and also just explain a few things. So I haven't uploaded in about 3 months. I've been very inconsistent the past few months in uploading YouTube videos and content in general on social media. And simply because I actually started a part-time job. And I needed that because I needed the extra income, and also I wanted more money to put into my YouTube and my fashion and things like that until I could make this a full-time thing. So yeah, that's like one reason why, but also I also started my 3rd year of university. As you guys know that I am in uni and I'm going into my 3rd year. It was an optional year because I'd done a foundation degree and then I just... my last year was optional. I didn't have to do it. I still have the degree. But I chose to do it because I just wanted the other degree as well. And also because, I wanted to learn more things. I changed institution, so I'm in a completely different university, different lecturers and different people, which is exciting, but also very nerve-wracking when I first started. I haven't really gone much. Only because it's just a few things I'm not going to talk about on camera. But it's just been a very hard transition for me. Personally, I do feel like I'm in a much better headspace now and I am ready to come back online and just show you guys everything because I'm really excited now about my final collection, and I'm also really excited for my future when it comes to sewing and fashion. I'm really trying to focus on my business in terms of my sewing and fashion and really getting myself and my name out there. So I'm working on my website, I'm working much more my online social media presence, and I'm also working on my own things on the side as well as uni work. I think I've babbled on this intro long enough, but yeah, so I'm really excited to start doing some work today. So what I want to do first is I want to actually show you guys my sketchbooks and what I've started to design for my final collection, because I think that will be really cool just to get you guys in on it. I also do want to start pattern drafting just to get my blocks ready for when I do start actually pattern cutting. I have a lot of blocks already, but I trialed the blocks I already have and then I remeasured my mannequins, and it turns out that for some reason when I measured my mannequins last, I completely misread the measuring tape. So the blocks are wrong. I'm recreating all brand new blocks, so I thought I'd bring you guys along with that. And yeah, it's just some little bits I want to do today and record, just like I said, just to get back into YouTube. And yeah, I'm really excited, so let's get into it. So this is what the studio is currently looking like. I've moved everything to the sides and I much prefer it because I've got all the space in the middle. So just a quick overview. It's a bit messy right now, but I am continuously working. I finally put my prints up on the wall yesterday that I got from Paris, which is really exciting. And my cutting table is actually now over here, which I much prefer. So yeah, it's kind of changed a bit. I've put all my fabric in clear plastic boxes, thankfully, because that is what I wanted to do for the longest time, and it's much tidier. But yeah, this is just what it's looking like right now, but this isn't the focus of the video, so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys and give you guys a little update on that. If I explain to you guys what my final collection is going to be all about, so I'm doing a lot on disability in fashion because, as you guys know, that means a lot to me. As a disabled fashion designer, it is something I really want to talk about, so I've done a lot of research on it and what already exists, and honestly not a lot does exist. And I've just done like a lot of samples, and also I've looked into a lot of accessible and adaptable clothing. So my final collection, I want it to be based on actually clothing that is truly adaptable. So detachable sleeves, maybe Velcro closures and Velcro details, as well as things that just make it easier for someone like me to wear clothing and make it true to who you are. So first, what I'm designing first is my outerwear, because outerwear is what I absolutely love. So here is some of my work. These are just the beginning designs. So as you guys will notice, a lot of the sleeves are detachable and the closures are like magnetic zippers, so it's easy to do with one hand. There'll be Velcro closures on shirts and like magnetic with faux buttons and things like that. So that's the kind of vibe I'm going for, a modular fashion system that's also very adaptable, but also still high-end and fashion forward. Here, this one is currently one of my favourite designs. So it's got detachable sleeves, so it can be long or short, with like magnets. It's got cargo pockets, some sort of pleat or Pentac detailing at the side. There's also going to be like a magnetic zipper, a detachable hood, just things that make it really accessible and adaptable, which I'm really excited for. So I only started my design work about 2 days ago, so I haven't done a lot, but it is my focus this week, so it is half term. But yeah, I'm still developing my jacket designs, but I'm going to start slowly going into shirts and other things as well, so I want to get all my design work done this week. But I just thought I'd show you guys kind of how I design. I know a lot of designers actually, you know, use digital forms, and they do a lot of draping on the stand. I'm not like that. I just need my inspiration, which is all in my sketchbook, and then my mind, and I'll just draw whatever comes out. But yeah, this is just some of the things. So this leads us into what I actually want to do this morning: draft a jacket block. So as I said, I am going to go into more menswear. I will draft a women's wear one as well. But if you guys don't know, I use the Winifred Aldrich pattern cutting books. These are just kind of standard now in the industry. I really do like using these, and they're very easy to follow. This is the jacket block I will be drafting this morning. This is the basic jacket block, and it's just, you know, it's a basic shape for close-fitting jackets. You know, you can alter it later on and the style, or if you want to make it more fitted. But I've taken all my male mannequin measurements, so I'm going to be drafting my blocks to the size of this mannequin. So I'm going to do that this morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear my cutting table because it's a mess, and then we'll get to drafting. So let's do that. So as you guys have just seen, I've just drafted the block, and I've also transferred it onto some more sturdier card that I like to put my blocks on. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to walk the pattern. So the draft does include seam allowance, but when I traced it onto the manila card, I actually traced it so this doesn't have seam allowance, because I don't like working with blocks that do have seam allowance. Some people do, some people don't. I personally don't like it, so I took it away. But what I need to do is walk the patterns to make sure that things like the pitch points for the sleeves, like as you can see I've notched up there, just to make sure they're all in the correct place. And also there's about 0.7 centimeters of ease on the back shoulder, just to, you know, make sure all that's correct and write it on the pattern. And then what I'll do next, either today or tomorrow, is I'm going to mock this up and see how it fits. So the first thing I'm doing is I want to check the pitch points on the sleeve on the back. So what I've done is I'm laying the sleeve right sides together with the back bodice block, and I'm taking my awl because this will help me keep it in place whilst I walk the pattern. If you guys do want to walk a pattern with seam allowance, make sure you walk it stitch line to stitch line, because that is where the actual pattern is. The rest is just seam allowance. So let's do this and I'll show you how I do it. So I line up my underarm seam and the side seam there as close as I can, so they're lined up edge to edge. I put my awl in so it holds for me. I then turn the sleeve only until each edge lines up, and it literally could be a few, like, millimeter at a time, but make sure you do that in order for every single edge to line up perfectly. Do not make it go over one side because you won't get an accurate measurement, and just keep walking the pattern like so. As you guys can see, the edges are still staying aligned, nothing is overlapping, and keep walking until you get to the first pitch points. If you guys do want a more in-depth video, let me know, but I'm just going to walk it a tiny bit more, and there, here is where my two back pitch points are. They were drafted onto the sleeve when I drafted the sleeve, but not on the actual bodice. So what I'm going to do next is take my pen. So now I know this is where my back pitch points are. Let me give you guys a closer look. So So as you guys can see, all the edges are lined up, and here is where my back pitch point is. And I'm just going to mark it on my bodice with my pen, like so. So then I know where the pitch point is. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to keep walking the pattern just to make sure it all does connect. So keep that there, put the awl in, and keep walking, keeping those edges perfectly aligned. Okay, so it's a few days later and I got the jacket block done, and I also got it all mocked up. So I want to show you guys that now. Okay, so here's the mock-up. Now, I done the sleeves. They're two different sleeves, I guess, because I actually had to change the pattern. So this right hand sleeve here is the first one I put in. And as you guys can see, it's a bit tight over the actual sleeve head, and considering it's a close-fitting jacket, it definitely needs to be more raised, especially for the type of jackets this block is designed for. So I wasn't happy with this. I also put it in a few Facebook groups, because as you guys know, I do run my own Facebook group as well, and a lot of you guys did suggest what I could do to the pattern to improve it. So what I actually ended up doing was I ended up first of all making the sleeve a bit shorter, and then I also ended up adding some more ease into the sleeve head and tapering the sleeve in. That way it'll be much more full at the top and the sleeve head would be more high, which is what I wanted. So I done those adjustments to the pattern, and this is the result. Nothing is pressed. You can still literally see the gathering ease in the top because I haven't pressed it at all, but it does look much better. So as you guys can see, it falls much nicer, it is shorter and tapered in slightly more, and also the sleeve head, now there's actual room at the top here for shoulder pads and things like that, because if you are creating close fitting jackets, you generally are going to use some shoulder pads. There definitely is a bit more ease. Well, on the pattern, the ease isn't all in the back, but when I eased it in, a lot of it did go into the back. But that is my issue, it's not the pattern. I just wanted to get this mock-up done quickly, just to give an overall fit. But that sleeve went in last with the adjustments done to the pattern. I will show you guys the block in a minute, but I'm much happier with that. So that is the only alteration I actually had to do to the block. Other than that, I think it fits the mannequin pretty well, if you ask me. It closes at the centre front. It's the length that I wanted for the block. The neckline fits well. The shoulder line fits really good at the top, and also around the back as well. The only alteration I really had to do was to the sleeve, but overall I'm very happy with this block. So I think I'm going to wrap this video up here. As I said in the beginning, it's just a little video for me to say, look, I am back and I'm not, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not stopping YouTube. It's just been a hectic few months, much busier than I thought. So yeah, so I'm happy with what we got done in this video. It's not, I'm not teaching you guys anything much in the video. I just wanted to come back and say hi. I do have some videos planned that I do want to film this week as well, so they should be up not too long after this video. And of course, if you guys want me to film any anything specific, or if you want any tutorials, please let me know down below and I'll be sure to get them filmed if I can help. And please also follow me on Instagram, that is also linked down below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new here. I am on my way to 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane, and I'm very grateful for all of you. But yeah, if you are new here, please subscribe and also hit the like button. That just helps my videos get out there. And also be free to join my free Facebook sewing support group. It's called Support and Promote Your Sewing, and in there you can do exactly what it says. You can support and promote your own sewing as well as others. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I promise I'm not going to be gone for 3 months again. I just wanted to, like I said, I just wanted to come back, tell you guys I'm okay and say hi. And yeah, just show you what I've been up to the past few days in my studio. So thank you guys so much for watching and all your support, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.